can integrate with some chatbots and some Telegram functions on in our app. So my name is Max. Town Square. I'm from Town Square. Town Square is a technology community that has very close collaboration with the Town Foundation. So including some smart contract, chatbot development, and some small process OS, also customized development. We also very aggressively pushing Tom blockchain and as well as Telegram ecosystem applications. Next is Alex. Thank you. Hi, my name is Alex from Fairtom. As you can see our name, this is our motto as well. We want to build a more fair and more transparent platform. So the features of it compared to the traditional Mingwen is that it is doesn't have any centralized barrier, so that it can provide certain fairness as well as transparency. Okay, thank you for your introduction. I'm also very interested in Tom chain because it's a very interesting, unique chain. It's still a POS public chain. I'm really interested why you choose this as this public chain to deploy all your products and projects. Thank you for your questions. Actually, we've done a lot of analysis. We chose many different chains, and finally we choose Mingwen because or Mingwen choose Tom because we feel that it has a lot of advantages because of the ecosystem that Telegrams has created for us, and also it still is very much undervalued. So we can do a lot of deployment by using this pre-explosion phase. And also we feel that a lot of other similar businesses have already deploying other chains. We feel this is still a very nascent, a very virgin land that we could tap into. So I think it's going to give us a lot of help. So I would, okay, I understand. So you also see you foresee the potential and of Tom chain and also the EVM and then also the functions of the layer 2. Correct. Yes. I think as a builder in this community, we are also have a very close look at Tom's technology. And I think once BTC ecosystem has exploded, it also cascaded down to other smart contract platforms. So my understanding is that it is a storage chain, but if you can extend it to other functions such as search or algorithm or other derivatives, I think this is very attractive for us. So when we launch that, we also try to find the gaps, and we want to have a searching function that is open source, that is decentralized. So when we have this searching wave, we also want to have a very fair platform. There's no VC, there's no pre-mining kind of behaviors. And also, I think this spectrum from tokenized economy, I think it has certain default fairness already. But I know still with that as a backdrop, a lot of developers, chatbot, they will they would cheat. They will pre-run this journey. So I think it still creates some kind of unfairness. So I think in this Ethereum ecosystem, we like to have, for example, flashbots. We like to have this. We like to eradicate those kind of unfairness. We want to have a bot that is run on a very fair platform. Yes, I understand because yesterday when we used Mengwen, I was so tired. So at the end, I decided to use script to type Mingwen. So to the 10 art scientists, when they have certain technologies, when they run on Mingwen, they can have more advantage because they can eliminate any kind of unfair treatment. So next, I would like to invite Fairtown's Alex to give us some sharing. Yes, so Tom, compared to other public chains, we did some comparison. So some other comparison, I don't want to mention specifically, but they are very homogenized. And they basically, a lot of projects are copying each other. And also a lot of projects, I think they have some kind of connections as well. So maybe they are all pushed by the same group of people. So in that case, they actually don't have the real users. So that means everybody is just there to take advantage. They're just speculators. They're not doing the real transactions. So, but on Tong's ecosystem, I think the speculators, it only comes in a cycle, like every 4 years. When every 4 years, maybe they just come to capitalize on the explosion, and then they will leave, or just 1 year max. But then the nature of Tom ecosystem, it has a very large user base. It has almost 1 billion user base, 900 million. So this is huge social platform. And I think even if you compare to other big social platform, this is still outstanding number of user base. And even if it has some kind of overlap with other platforms, I think they are still very much relying on Telegram to communicate. So, and then the corporate users, it has also certain overlap users, but still we can see that even during bull and bear periods, it's still the users are pretty consistent. So that in Fairfax, we are trying to utilize the advantage. And actually, when we are doing our launch pad, we hope to have a lot of new technologies, embrace a lot of new technologies, and to have a lot of innovative projects to lower the threshold for people to come in. And also on the Telegram, we're also trying to explore some new eco related projects, so to capitalize on the ecosystems. So at the moment, there are 91 countries can use this platform. This is and then it can run on many small programs like similar to WeChat. So it has very unique features comparing to other public chains. It has a very unique features to tell the story, to have a very broad and big and solid ecosystems. So it's not like they're just copying other style. I know that this cryptocurrency market has been pretty boring because it's pretty stagnant for a long period of time. Everybody, a lot of speculation, a lot of people just do empty talks, doesn't bring the real things into the ecosystem. But I think at least for Ton, it is relying on a very big user ecosystem, and that is correct. When we see Ton, we sometimes categorize that on layer one, but actually it's not just as simple as a layer one product. It's like an encrypted social network, and I think can do much more than layer one platforms or layer one products. So I want to ask all the guests. Now we see a lot of Mingwen's development. They has a lot of issues as well. For example, the fragmentation issues, and it seems like it's dying down. So I like to ask, when you do your social solutions, what's your next roadmap? Thank you, Lucas. Our projects, we were focusing on social fly inscription in the beginning. We're very different from Mingwen. For example, we integrate a lot of metadata. We have a invitation system, and to reflect them on the social network. And it's not like you use meme coin, just one flash and then it's gone. But when we do the social fi, I mean, when we are focusing a lot on its base layer, modules. So we had a very long development period. But when you can see that when we used that on Tong, we are still much we're slower, but we are still based on this very base layer development. So in the future, if we can make a fair launch model, I think it is going to be very much similar to integrate Launchpad, but this is already on our development roadmap.
And for the launch of Mingwen, and there are causes of changes in Fair Launch platform, and a lot of more people are using Fair Launch. It's not like the ICO; they just use funds. Very good. So I remember last year, Tang Out project was launched purely based on community, and our foundation had a very conservative attitude, and we have attracted more than 60,000 on-chain users. That's a great breakthrough. And I want to ask Max, what do you think about it? From technology community, or from the perspective of technology, the problems encountered by Mingwen, there are some issues to that, because, for example, the fragmentation is basically coming from the silos between the chain native smart contract platform and its state computation. So at the end of the day, it's on Jten or NFT on the main chain to come up with further direct.
另外一个就是 liquidity 上面的话
And then it will continue to have liquidity, and it cannot be effectively apply its profit to DeFi and SocialFi infrastructures. So this is quite fragmented. And so I have two directions that can serve as a reference on the Ethereum ecosystem. First of all, Mingwen itself as a protocol needs to be empowered with more programmability. So that's why there has to be more meta protocol programmable indexing tools. And also we need to connect the on-chain state and off-chain state. And in the current crypto world, it is a very common thing.
是其实大家都在通过各种中间的 bridge 和
So in the current bridge and hub, we want to connect to the both state, and then its launch, it has a bigger influence. And that's why in Web3 world, we want to change for a vision of transparency and fairness. And in the subsequent extension or continuous development infrastructure, technology infrastructure development is necessary, and Times Square will continue to make our contributions. And yes, last year I found that he has a very good understanding about the connections, the technology, and he is actually doing a lot of infrastructure construction in Town Square. And next, I would like to invite Alex Berta. And we want to have Jetum X on top. So I wanted to have 12 ERC20 to have USDT assets. because for Tang, all the Web3 projects were driven by the community. And so we believe the Tang ecosystem naturally have such a large user base, and we want to innovate on Tang. And when we ask investment organization, institutions or developers, if you're interested in Tang, please contact us. I believe Fairtown is a very it's a project with very special characteristics because it has a lot of different functionalities such as Angbao inscription and other types of inscriptions. So they use inscription as a packaging. So we hope that Fairtown after its launch can bring us more characteristics. And today I'm very glad to have the 3 project owners to participate in our inscription panel. And there are several other project owners that couldn't come today, and we had them last year in our panel. These inscription projects owners helped us build our ecosystem and make it more prosperous. We hope they develop in a better state and build their unique advantages on our roadmap. Thank you very much. Thank you very much for giving us the total to bring us the development state of the inscription module. And I think many family members are also, same as I do, want to make the inscription functions more prosperous. Okay, so the next part is our Angbao airdrop section. So I would like to invite John to come onto stage from Tang Foundation to start the airdrop of the Angbao. Hello, everyone. My name is John. I'm perhaps one of the person that is most nervous before the meeting starts, and now I'm the most popular guy in this meeting because I'm about to airdrop in Telegram for you. So if you have Telegram, open it. If you don't, download it, and then you use your camera to scan the QR code, and then you can join the Tang Telegram group chat. And so I will give you some time. After that, we will airdrop Angbao. All right. We are using a mini program in Tang Telegram to airdrop. All right. So we will have several rounds of Angbao airdrops. This is the first round. So if you stick to our meetings in the afternoon, stay in the meeting in the afternoon, we will have more and more rounds of Angbaos. All right. So how many of you are in the group chat? Now I'm ready to airdrop the Angbaos or the red packets. Three, two, one. If everybody's here, then we'll airdrop. Have you got your red packet, your Angbao? I think some of you haven't joined. All right, raise up your hand if you have the Angbao. Okay, the network speed is an issue, right? Let's get started for the next round. So I will continue to airdrop the red packets in the afternoon. So thank you very much, John, for airdropping the red packets. I just entered the Telegram and it's about 400 people. And raise up your hand if you have got your red packets. All right. We have several rounds of red pack is. So never mind. So let's stay here and continue to uh, uh, listen to the next speaker. The next speaker is a traditional project from Tang ecosystem. That's Oleg to talk about Tong API and Tong technology. How can it be friendly to the common users?
So nice to see you all here. So good morning. Well, it's been a lot of amazing things said about Ton recently over like the previous speeches, but Ton is just a network, it's just a technology, and people need something else. They need a product to store and manage their decentralized funds. That's why I'm here. So let me introduce myself. My name is Oleg Illarionov, and I'm co-founder of TonKeeper. So TonKeeper is slightly unusual app. It's it's uncustodial crypto wallet, but it's built slightly differently than others, I believe. So let me share our vision with you, like our approach to building things. So we see the problem, we have a vision, we design a product, and then we build an infrastructure. And that's what it will be like the speech all about in upcoming slides. So let's see. On the first glance, TonKeeper might seem for you like a casual wallet, just like any other, but actually it's solves slightly different problem. So the problem we are solving is a problem of casual users, like regular users who just want to make a transfer from point A to point B. Just make, like small swap of one decentralized finance to another. And those are very easy to do tasks. And the approach which we see all over the market is we see, we have like dozens of all those apps with numerous different protocols and different buttons with very complicated workflows where you have to go to like some other exchange, buy some gas and this kind of stuff. And our goal actually is to eliminate all of that and make like just one single app for all crypto things you ever need. And to accomplish this approach, we actually could not rely on multiple different protocols. We could not build a multi-protocol app because it's going to be too complicated for users. It actually going to add a lot of hassle for users. Because, for example, if I'm going to tell my friend that you can download this app and convert your funds from this to those, it will be too hard for him to use like some app which have like 30 different protocols, dozens of options. So we need to select one, and we select Ton because all those advantages which was discussed prior. And we actually quite successful in this approach because we actually surpassed 1 million users. Right now we have like slightly more, and we continue growing. The reason why we're growing is because the app is extremely easy to use and it solves people's problems. So people can do what they want without, have deep dive into the technology side of things. And let me quickly run through problems we encountered and the solutions we found. Not all of that already delivered, but all of the things is on track to be delivered in our app in upcoming updates. So first problem is the financing of your transaction. Like in blockchain technology, you have to pay for everything you're doing. And this is actually a problem because if you have some asset, let's say NFT, and you want to transfer it, and you got it as this NFT as an airdrop or birthday present. Not a joke, I actually got an NFT as a birthday present a couple of years ago, and I had to buy some gas to transfer it. So that wasn't a a nice experience, actually. This is actually an UX problem, user experience problem, which we're about to solve. The other problem, I will quickly run all problems and then quickly the solutions. The other problems is the security, because if you want like the top-notch non-custodial wallet in the App Store, you have to deliver updates frequently, like every couple of weeks. And this opens like very hard to solve security problem because we spend a lot of time building our approach to deliver updates securely, and it's very complicated way to do that. And even though it's like it adds some risks because somewhere in this source code to App Store delivery process, some middleman can be put, and like some additional lines of code can be added. This is very scary and very serious problem which affects all applications out there. Next problem is in normal payment systems right now online. Subscriptions is absolutely winning technology because it works better than like just payments. I mean, put your user on a subscription is super efficient, like you're selling the product with monthly fees, and that works much better than just ask him to pay each month. So for online products, this is the best approach, and it's not yet seen in the decentralized finance side before Tonekeeper. We're actually the first one out there who implemented that. And the extensibility that, I mean, like if you want to have a global product, you have to share your success with other developers by offering a lot of ways to extend or build something upon your infrastructure. So let's quickly talk about the solutions we have. And first one is a battery. It's actually kind of like, let's call it Tonekeeper battery to eliminate some confusion. And let's say you encounter a situation when you want to transfer something, like this birthday gift NFT to some marketplace to sell, for example, when the price is somewhat good, and you do not have tons. Because you're not familiar with technology, you have never been an investor, you just downloaded an app just to store just to get your birthday gift. And in this situation, in most of the wallets, in most of the products out there, you will have like very uncomfortable situation where you have to go to the centralized exchange, buy some cryptocurrency on the protocol you're using, and use it to fund your transaction. And like for this, let's say like 10 cents or even less, you have to do a lot of like clicks, and it's totally not worth it. So the solution we came up in Tonekeeper is actually using the in-app purchases to solve that. We're actually like implementing a lot of solutions to solve that. But the main idea is once you're trying to run this transaction, which requires some gas, and you do not have anything to pay for this gas, you see some special screen which asks you to recharge the battery. And you can recharge it but just by buying it with like regular in-app purchase on your phone, so like a couple of clicks, and you are there. You have a battery now, you can make a lot of transactions. And in case if you do not want to spend any real money, you can finance your transaction. You can charge your battery with any token which have liquidity. So like if in the future we'll have USDT, you can use USDT to charge the battery and then do any transactions with, let's say, USDT as well as you want. So the second problem I mentioned before is a signer thing. I mean, it's a problem with frequent updates. Like our application is updated every 2 weeks, and it's hard to promise like enormous level security of which we want to promise to users. Like we want to be 100% secure, and it's really hard when you have like huge code base and you're updating your app every 2 weeks. So the solution we came is a separate mobile application called Signer, and this app allows you to sign transactions and store your keys separately. That means that this app can be updated, let's say, like once in 5 years. Really rarely, the source code of this app can be highly audited and very well checked. It can be very minimal, and it can have no external libraries, dependencies, and this kind of stuff. So in this case, you have like this small app which have very reliable source code, and you're installing 2 apps. First app is Tonekeeper, and second app is Signer. And once you want to sign a transaction, you instantly get transferred to the second app. There you confirm your transaction, and you get back, and way back you see like all the magic happening. And by doing it this way, there are no issue with trust in Tonekeeper anymore, because like even if app like 100% compromised, your funds are still secure because they stored in a separate app. But from the user experience perspective, it's still super super comfortable because the only thing you need is just to install 2 apps, and then you are getting back and forth easily, like you're jumping from app to app. Very straightforward, very easy to use. And this is optional, so like if you do not want to use it, there is no need to use it. So since I mentioned like this 3 steps paradigm for building products we're using in our company, the main question was, what's about infrastructure? Because when we started 2 years ago, Anton, there was barely seen any infrastructure existing. So we had to build that. And first of all, we had to build an explorer for Ton. And I'm proud to say that we moved much further with this issue. And we not just build an explorer. By the way, this is the most popular explorer in Ton, Ton Viewer. You can check it out. And it's just not only allow you to check any account, check any funds, check everything, like go through. By the way, this is how it looks. It's actually giving you this eagle-eye view on top of the network. For example, when I perform swap, this is the latest thing. I just swapped some tokens one to another. When I did that, there are a lot of things happens on blockchain because the swap in Ton is really complicated stuff, like messages going back and forth. But we're showing is just a swap, like 50 tons, 48 TS tons, and that's it. But from developer perspective, we have like additional thing, like the developer can click on this transaction and have a very deep dive inside what's happening there. So this scheme is actually like, it's not a design, it's a real interface. And this is what regular swap looks like on Ton. So each circle is an entry point, and there's a bunch of messages going through the smart contracts to make it all possible. And in Ton Viewer, you can click on each circle and get like very detailed information about every step of every transaction happens on blockchain. So we build a product which starts from very easy and understandable user interface and have like very deep dive into very core parts of the blockchain. The second product we have is Ton API. Which, like when we started, we need an API to make our wallet like good, fast and reliable, because if you do not have like indexer, you do not have an API, you will be slow. Because in this case, you will have to require a lot of information from blockchain itself and then process this information on the fly. This will require, in some cases, like minutes to show you your history, transaction history. So to eliminate that, we build an indexer which indexes everything which happens on a blockchain and show it for you, return it for you with very high-level API with objects. For example, like Jetons on Ton is very complicated thing which built on top of smart contract, which you have to call like special methods in the smart contract. We put it far away from you. So you have like very nice API where you have just Jeton token, and that's it, you work on it. Also, we have real-time for real-time applications. We have open source version, which is like smaller version of Ton API. It doesn't have all the features, but if you want to self-host it, you can self-host it, and like all the major features you will have. If you want additional features, you can come to our main service, which is cloud, and use it. We also have an analytics service. So that's basically it. I'm happy to be so fast, and thank you. Any questions? Do we have a question section?
我们现场的小伙伴有任何的问题想要交流的话，可以直接举手。
Any questions? You could raise your hand. It seems like that everybody is clear about Oleg's introduction. Thank you very much. Next, we will invite a speaker that has given us a wonderful sharing in the last panel. That's Maxwell from Town Square as a core contributor. So he's going to talk about the development resources for a Mandarin-speaking community. So let.
大家好，就是刚刚在上一轮。
Hi, good morning. In the last round of panel, I've already got my introduction. So here I'd like to just mainly share with you what we've done in the area to the Tom developers in this community. I think Tom give a lot of opportunities to the APAC developers. First of all, APAC is a very big market. It has 60% of the world population and 70% of GDP. Is also a very vibrant center for Web3 innovations. Telegrams has already brought 1 billion users to Web3. So I think the developers are at the moment releasing Telegram and Carbon ecosystems potentials is key, the key of that. And of course, with big challenges, also with big opportunities, there are also big challenges. So as developers, we have faced some questions as individual or as the community, especially on the carbon aspect. So first of all, our localized text are rare. So for example, Chinese or Mandarin or Japanese. And also because of Tom's technology uniqueness and because of its smart contract language, it has given us a very big, steep learning curve. So I think at this on the infrastructure part, of course, there are already a lot of resources, but I still see that there are a lot of room to develop. So when we develop with Ton, we have this localization program, Town Square. When we develop this program, we then have Ton text in Chinese, and we have translated 33 million Tong text translations, and also we have given a lot of Chinese or Mandarin resources within the month. And we also have a group of translation works integrated onto the Tong's official website. So when you go to the website, you can, especially to those onboarding developers, I think they are, it's a very convenient. So I think in the beginning, when we start to develop this program, we've encountered a lot of issues, including the UX experience issues. So for example, how do we keep the translation consistent? And how do we have special mechanism for special text? So these are the rooms that we could develop further, and also we're very aggressively trying to resolve. At the moment, we are trying to also build infrastructure that is friendly to multi-languages and to different communities, and we are trying to build this framework not only to facilitate Chinese, even including Japanese or Russian, to make it more friendly, even Spanish. So there are a lot of work to do, and this is endless for us at Tom Square. So we are trying to make it more standardized, to have a better localization management platform, and I think this is going to be our next big project on our roadmap. Other than that, I think even only with the text localization is not enough. So we are also working with Tom Square to do some technology programming development. So at the moment, we have a very structured Mandarin course schedule. Now we already have 2 courses. The contents are already completed, and there are 2 more that are still work in progress. So we hope that we can give a comprehensive from the entry level to more advanced level for developers to understand the blockchain and understand how the blockchain, Tom blockchain works, and how they can develop smart contract on this chain. And also, I know a lot of users are not just Web3 users, they're also Web2 users. So we are also work a lot with the communities. We have a lot of mini apps to develop those small programs. For example, the chatbot development. And also for example, we use the workshop Hexagon as the example. From their beginning, they're just very inexperienced engineers, but now they're in a much more advanced stage. And also, we are welcoming all your exchanges with us, and please give us your attention and watch our development. And also at the same time, not just we can work with Tom, we can also collaborate with the total Web3 community to promote those projects. And in the last panels, I've already introduced the R&D works that we've done. So this part, I'd like to further focus on how we develop the technology works. And this is probably more on the publish and the info layer of works that we do. Later on, we'll share more. But the total education plan, we developed a ton education project, and in this project, we are extractor. So we have about over 300 ton ecosystems player. We wrap them in the GitHub and to build our current big model GPT. And we also do some localization fine tuning, and to also try our best to increase its performance and lower cost. So with that, we also are develop Telegram messaging dispatch router. And this is mainly on the GPT education purpose, but I think the infrastructure is also very meaningful to the developers who are into developing GPT bot or agent platform in this ecosystem. So I think it's going to be very helpful to them. So these are the works that we're doing. At the end, I leave you with my QR code. You can scan it, and you can also see a lot of information that I don't have the chance to share with you on stage today, and also see how much we contribute and how we contribute to the Tone ecosystem. And you can also use this as a channel to exchange with our team. Thank you very much. Thank you very much for Maxwell's sharing, because our limitation on time for each speaker. So we're very much welcome you to add their WeChat or other connection ways to talk to them later. So when we look at Web3 industries, gaming is always very quick, very fast developing areas. Today, in the next session, we're going to invite the CEO and the Chief Product Officer, Daria, from the Tone Play game team. They are the earliest game developers in Telegram. And the theme of the speech is
CEO and co-founder of Playdeck.
Hi, guys. Thanks for coming. My name is Daria, and I'm Chief Product on Playdeck. And we're here to tell you all the benefits, hacks, and some secrets about how to build your mini app inside Telegram.
So, the few words about Telegram. It's the fastest growing social network worldwide. 800 million monthly active users, and it's still just, growing. We assume it will become almost 2 billion in the next couple of years. So it's the next big thing, guys. And the Ton is a native blockchain for the Telegram, so you can send back and forth Ton coins and NFTs to every Telegram users. Is it in a mass adoption? Yes, it is, guys.
Well, let me tell you some tech details. I think that's quite important for everybody, is that Telegram released their mini apps. What's that? What does it mean? You can open any web app from any group, any channel, or chat. So users can get an instant access to your product. And what else? What about games? You can launch any game which build on Unity, Cocos Creators, or H5. So it means that any game could be launched inside Telegram. So, 2 things you should think about when you start building a product. First one, onboarding is king. Be sure that you push users to do just one thing you wanted them to do. Nothing else. Just onboard them directly and ask them to press the play button, and that's all. Also, use your own style of communication. Welcome user with some special gifts and special words. That works like magic. And the second thing, sharing is queen. Make sure that users benefit on sharing with others. Look at this cute kitty. Like, don't you want to share it right now? And finally, using special onboarding flows and sharing, you can boost your conversion rates, like from 0 up to 30, 50%. And it works like magic. You can get users like less than 1 cent.
So, and let me tell you the few words about a Play Deck, the Telegram native marketplace for the games. Basically, the Play Deck, it's a home for the Web3 and Web2 games. And if you guys want to build something inside the Telegram, we are ready to help you. So, why?
So, let me tell you some numbers.
Oh, exactly. This is slide about the numbers, right?
Yeah.
So we have launched just a 5 month ago. And right now, we have almost 2 million active users, 5 million played game sessions. So, and we're growing rapidly fast. Because, do you know why? Because users do really love play games inside the Telegram. And we already proved it. So if you want to play games, guys, just use Playdeck.
Well, you want to build your product inside Telegram. You want to launch it. So what about your audience? Truth to say is that the main audience inside Telegram are mainly men, and also about the age, they're from 18 to 34. It's like the most active audience you may have. And they pay really good because they're Telegram is definitely a native for crypto, and these guys have wallets. They have balances on their wallets, so it's kind of a way to onboard crypto users to your app. And about interest, finance is #1 interest inside Telegram, like politics, crypto, top 5 interest about that. Well, but you still could focus on some others. People communicate, they have family chats, they have friends chats inside Telegram. So it's not just for business, not just for money, not just for crypto, but they can share with their family and onboard mom to your crypto app. And as a marketplace, we support all crypto native projects. We have special featured by Ton session if you build on Ton. And your ad, your project could be there. So welcome, and let's build together. And about onboarding to crypto, we believe in the way when you put users from Web 2 to Web 3 very natively, you don't need to show the wallets from the very first screen. Users probably not ready for that yet. However, we have the special feature called Wheel of Fortune, where we reward users for some actions for playing games. And since our launch, we onboarded more than 500K users to Add Wallet, just through that mechanic. And that's quite a lot. And we ready to onboard more and more users to activating wallets, to start making their first transactions. Just natively, very simple, without any pressure, oh my God, you need to have some special wallet, special app. That works like magic. Mike, it's your turn.
So guys, As I've said, we just launched, but we already have 68 live games inside the Playdeck and more than 100 games in our pipelines, which will be launched in the next couple of weeks or months. So it's just the beginning of the next booming of Telegram gaming. So, of course, we work with the best gaming studios all over the world and with the best investors who's already baked up. So they believe in us. So, and yeah, right now we have 2 million users, but we assume we will have at least 25 million users at the beginning of the next year. And we grow without any marketing expense because people do really love to play games inside the Telegram. And maybe it's your turn to join the Playdeck and become the next, the million users game in Telegram. So, and if you want to join our journey, if you want to build games with us, Web3 games, Web2 games, no matter what, you can just join Playdeck, text directly to me or Daria, and let's build the future of Telegram and Web3 gaming together, guys. Thank you so much.
Thanks so much.
Thank you, thank you, thank you, Daria, thank you, Michael. Nice speech. 如果大家对于打造爆款游戏感兴趣的话，欢迎联系他们。那么
So if you're interested in building